Imagine you've just delivered an insightful presentation and now it's time for the Q&A session. Your heart races a bit. What if you get stumped by a tough question? But what if I told you that a well-prepared Q&A session can be one of the most engaging and rewarding parts of your presentation? Yes, with the right preparation and mindset, you can turn any Q&A into a golden opportunity to further connect with your audience and showcase your expertise. Today, we're going to explore some essential strategies to help you prepare for a successful Q&A session and handle audience interactions like a pro. Preparation is key to successfully handling Q&A session. Before your presentation, take time to think about potential questions your audience might ask. Consider the main points of your presentation and think about what might prompt curiosity or require further clarification. Make a list of common questions related to your topic and prepare clear, concise answers for each. Anticipate questions that might be difficult to answer, either because they're outside your area of expertise or because they touch on controversial or complex aspects of your topic. Prepare responses that acknowledge these challenges while maintaining your credibility. Planning the structure of your Q&A session can help it run smoothly and ensure it adds value to your presentation. Decide in advance how long you want the Q&A session to last. Let your audience know at the beginning of your presentation or the start of the Q&A how much time you've allocated for questions. This helps manage expectations and keeps the session focused. At the start of the Q&A, invite questions and encourage participation. You might say something like, "I'd love to hear your thoughts or answer any questions you have about this topic." This open invitation helps create a welcoming atmosphere and encourages audience engagement. Just as you rehearse your presentations, practicing your responses to potential questions can help you feel more confident during the Q&A. Practice answering questions with a colleague or a friend. This will help you become more comfortable thinking on your feet and responding to questions in real time. Ask for feedback on your responses. Are your answers clear and concise? Do they adequately address the questions? Use this feedback to refine your approach and improve your confidence. Active listening is crucial when handling audience questions and interactions. It shows that you respect the audience's input and are genuinely interested in their perspectives. When someone asks a question, give them your full attention. Maintain eye contact, nod to show you're listening, and avoid interrupting. This demonstrates respect and helps you fully understand the question. If a question is unclear or too broad, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. You might say, "Could you please elaborate on that?" Or, "I want to make sure I understand your question correctly. Could you provide me more details?" Difficult questions are a natural part of any Q&A session. How you handle them can greatly impact your credibility and the overall tone of the session. If you're faced with a challenging question, take a moment to breathe and gather your thoughts. Staying calm and composed shows confidence and professionalism even if you're unsure of the answer. If you don't know the answer to a question, it's okay to admit it. Rather than trying to bluff your way through it, say something like, "That's a great question and I do not have the answer to it right now. I'll look into it and get back to you." This honesty builds trust and shows that you're committed to providing accurate information. Encouraging positive interactions with your audience can create a more engaging and productive Q&A session. Acknowledge each question and thank the person for asking it. This simple act of gratitude can encourage more people to participate and helps foster a positive atmosphere. If a question comes with a negative tone or criticism, acknowledge the concern and redirect the conversation towards a constructive outcome. For example, I understand why that might be a concern. Let's discuss how we might address that issue together. Effectively managing the pace of your Q&A session helps maintain control and ensures that it stays productive and on topic. If a question requires a long or complex answer, provide a brief overview and offer to discuss it in more detail after the presentation. This keeps the session moving and prevents any single question from dominating the time. To ensure a variety of voices and questions are heard, limit follow-up questions from the same person. Politely say, I would like to give others a chance to ask questions, but I'm happy to continue this discussion after the session. Knowing how to effectively close a Q&A session is just as important as knowing how to start one. A few minutes before your allocated time is up, let the audience know that you will be taking 1 or 2 more questions. This helps prepare them for the conclusion of the session. Conclude the Q&A by summarizing key points from the discussion by reiterating your main message. This leaves the audience with a clear takeaway and reinforces the value of your presentation. Effectively managing Q&A sessions is a vital skill for any public speaker. Anticipating potential questions, structuring your session well, engaging actively with your audience, and confidently handling challenging inquiries can turn these interactions into a memorable highlight of your presentation. Each question gives you a chance to clarify your message, build rapport with your audience, and demonstrate your expertise. With these strategies, you can approach any Q&A session with confidence, turning it into an engaging and valuable part of your presentation. So the next time you're facing a Q&A, embrace it as an opportunity to shine and connect more deeply with your audience.